Okay, so polling aside, you know, it, the popular vote doesn't really matter. I mean, it usually aligns, but it doesn't make any difference really. What matters is this map here, right? So let's get that focused. And this is what I'm thinking we're looking at here, right? The swing states this election are going to be Nevada, Missouri, Iowa, and Virginia. I'm not doing the strongly likely. I'm not doing the leaning thing. You're blue or you're red otherwise, right? Blue or red or none. Um, and I really I don't really think Ohio or Florida are going to be swing states this time around. I think the important swing states, more than anything else, are going to be Virginia and Missouri. Missouri because so we have to remember, Clinton is not a liberal from New York. Clinton is a conservative from Chicago. And in fact, more or less a conservative from Little Rock, right? Clinton, let me put it to you this way. If Clinton doesn't win Missouri, she will lose, right? That's, you want to know who's going to, I really think the election is going to be reducible entirely to Missouri. Like, not literally speaking, but like as a proxy to understand the election, you might want to throw everything else out the window and just look at local polling in Missouri. That's her home state, more or less. I mean, her home state is not New York, right? Nobody in New York sees Hillary Clinton as a New Yorker, right? She's not. She's a Midwesterner. Sorry, just taking it right there. She's a Midwesterner. I think you might want to stop for a second and look at Bill Clinton's map. Now, yes, Bill Clinton had Ross Perot running, and that helped him a lot. Bill Clinton won Georgia. Yeah. He won Arkansas. He won Tennessee. Clinton won some states that haven't really been in play for quite a while. Now, like I say, I mean, you have to acknowledge that Perot was there, right? But even so, Clinton was a governor in Arkansas. His running mate was from Tennessee. I don't think that Clinton can win some of those states, right? Can Clinton win Arkansas or Tennessee or Kentucky? No. But I think that what you will see is that her numbers in those states will be better than, well, I want to say it. They'll be better than Kerry's, and they'll be better than Gore's, and they'll be better than Obama's in those states. Even if in the end she can't win them. Missouri, the bump that she gets around the Mississippi, I think will be enough to help her win Missouri. And it had better be, like I say. Back in the primary, I was talking about how she'd better win Kentucky. That's her, that's her home. Again, I know the media has been, confusing people. It's not an accident. I think she wanted to be seen as a New York liberal. And I know maybe a lot of younger people are unable to see her as anything except a Northeastern liberal, right? But she's not. Hillary Clinton is from the Midwest. Listen to Bill Clinton speak. It's not like Hillary came from somewhere else. They're both from Arkansas. So she has a big advantage in that region, right? She can pull out the southern drawl. she had better be competitive there. If she's not competitive there, she's not gonna have a chance if she's not competitive there, right? So that's if you really want to, what's the secret to this election is look at polling in Missouri, look at polling in Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky. Those regions, those areas. I want to. Excuse me. I even want to say Mississippi as well, but Mississippi is too rural, right? Mississippi, Louisiana, there's just not enough cities up that region. Too many people and too many farms. Okay, it's too overwhelmingly Republican. But you go up the valley a little bit into Arkansas, into Tennessee, into Kentucky, and even the river splits, right? It's more Missouri and Iowa. Those are the states she has a better chance in. But you should expect Arkansas to look a little bit closer than you'd expect, and you should expect Tennessee and Kentucky too as well. Even if in the end, Trump wins by 6 points instead of 15. Right? So that's it may take a while for that narrative to develop in the media, but expect it to. Those are the two, Missouri and Virginia. And while Iowa and Nevada are going to be swing states in the sense that they're going to be close, I don't think they're going to decide the election, right? I just want to point out that with Ohio, I'm spending a lot of time talking about like Missouri and Arkansas and Tennessee. I'm ignoring Ohio and I'm ignoring Florida. Those have been the two biggest swing states forever. I don't think she has a chance in either of those states. Okay. I don't think it's about trade or it's about abortion, and I think it's more about NASCAR. Okay, it's cultural. That's why Bush won twice. Most of Ohio is a southern state. It's where McCain and Romney coming across as out of touch elitists hurt them. And where Clinton's status as an elite hurts her. They're going to vote for the person that they think is the most like them. If anything, the abortion thing is going to make what should be a lock for Trump in Ohio, especially, a lot closer, as it's going to get the vote out in the northern part of the state, right? So yeah, it's going to polarize opposition to him, but in the end, it's a minority, right? Trump wins there for the same reason that Bush did. She has a better chance in Florida because it's so old, and it's a lot more urban too, right? But I think you'll see the same basic dynamic assert itself on a slightly lower level. The north of Florida is the South. While anti-Trump feeling will likely increase turnout in the South, its cultural affinities will overpower in ways that Romney and McCain couldn't orchestrate. Again, Bush won Florida. Twice. Due to recent demographic changes, North Carolina is maybe a wild card, but I don't think it's a stretch to argue it's a swing state. So I do think it's a stretch to argue it's a swing state. One win in the modern era does not a swing state make. And the same thing with Indiana. It's not really a swing state. And then they've got these other things, like Wisconsin is not a swing state. Michigan is not a swing state. Oregon is not a swing state. Like Pennsylvania is not a swing state. The swing states that are really important this election are going to be Virginia and Missouri. Other thing I just want to point out about this map, let's look at it again. In the end, the old Jesus line could be getting a bite taken out of it, huh? If the Democrats can find a way to win in Kansas or Nebraska, it's not going to happen this cycle, but they could split Jesus line in half, or separate the West from the South. That would be really big. I'm not talking about Colorado either. What's happened in Colorado over the last 20 years is rapid urbanization. It's gone from something like 70% urban to around 90% urban. Colorado it's a safe. It's a safe state due to the way that they count the votes, right? If they did it district by district, it would be a lot harder, but it's popular votes. So Denver basically carries the state, right? If they could see something like that open up in another one of these states, like Kansas, Kansas can't be too far from that happening. I mean, they're really, really, really rural, right? Kansas, Nebraska, Oklahoma, these are very rural states. So you expect the rural party to do well. And the way to break that is to urbanize, as we've seen happen in Colorado, right? New Mexico is a different thing. It's more about ethnicity there, right? New Mexico votes like it's all Mexico. So yeah. But so the map technically has her less than 270, but it doesn't really put the election in play, right? If she wins Virginia, she wins. If she wins Missouri, she wins. And if she wins both Iowa and Nevada, she wins. So in order for, if this map is right, in order for Trump to win, he needs to win Virginia and Missouri and either Nevada or Iowa. Of the 4 states, probably the best one he has a chance in is Nevada. So keeping that in mind, then he has to win Missouri and Virginia. Even if he can win Missouri or Virginia, he still loses. It's a very hard election for Trump. I've been saying this from the start. His strategy is very difficult. And with the way things worked out, Clinton taking moderate position on abortion in Missouri is going to help her hugely. If she can sway the evangelical vote in that region with her Midwestern accent, it's done. The flip side is that if she can send McCain into Virginia, it's done. So she's got really 2 strategies here, right? And frankly, I think she'll win both of them. She will win Missouri. She will win Virginia. And Iowa doesn't really matter.